Yeah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You already know who it is right now, man. What? I'm in the cut with Big Jenna.
Yo,
Don't play with us.
honorable in the place, how you mean?
Let them know.
Hey, what we're saying to them.
Tell them.
We're just going to give you a reasoning right about now, you know.
What?
Energetic vibes. You know the both of us and you know how we move. You probably know us on the media, just flying straight forward and narrow. Nothing less, nothing more. You know the score. How you mean? See.
And like that,
Yeah.
it's all, man. All right, then, cool. Let's just ease into it, Jenna. You know how it is.
Naturally, man.
Birthplace, origins, Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham, born in Birmingham still. Heartlands Hospital.
Okay.
And, you know, just lived there ever since still. Never lived nowhere else. Other than 3 months I spent in Yard, but that's not really full living. So, yeah, Brum still.
Is that where your parents are from? Yard?
Yeah, well, my mum's from St. Kitts and Dominica Republic.
Okay.
And Ireland, and then my dad's from Yard, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What school did you go to, my boy?
Went Kings Norton Boys, cause I'm from south side of Brum, innit? So I went Kings Norton Boys. Yeah, I went Kings Norton Boys, but because I used to go to my dad's on the strong end, I don't like the word weak, you see, so I don't want to use them kind of connotations, but...
Let them know.
I went, at the strong end, I went to my dad's and we used to like, you know, he's lived in Lazar's and Newtown, and
cool.
So that's where I had my mix with my other kind of people, because I was south, but I was still that side of town. I went to school over there as well and whatnot.
All right, cool. Say no more. Let the people know who don't know you what you do, my boy. Because they're probably thinking, General Juice, what does he do? Brother, when it comes to health, when it comes to purifying, when it comes to light, this is one of the main members in the city, you know. Please believe. And for those that ain't from the city, you might want to follow his socials. And I'm not playing no games. Let them know what his socials are, my boy.
The General's Juice on Instagram. You can get on me. You can see what I'm about. I don't really want to have to do too much talking. You can just go on there and see what I do. Because we only put authenticity on the gram, you know.
Talent.
We're not stunting. We're not styling. It's a real life living that we're dealing with. From the fasting to the juicing to the work rate to everything that you see on there is authentic. And that's just that.
And actions always speak louder than
Facts.
words.
Facts.
So go
Facts.
have a gander. Hear what I'm saying? All I got products as well. The General Juice came through with his product.
100% pure. Make them know. Make them know.
How long I've been waiting for this? And he brought the grape thing as well. Yeah. Alongside the sea moss. I swear you made this yesterday. I saw
Yes,
on your
fresh.
snap.
That's fresh, spanking new sea moss.
Told you, man.
It's got 92 minerals out of the 102 that the body's made up of. And also I add those to it, which is another sea vegetable. So that's good for the thyroid. This is what you need in your body, you know, people.
Tell 'em.
You know, simplicity. Nature gives us everything we need. Everything. We'll get into that furthermore, but let me just say this. Nature gives us everything we need, and we don't need nothing else but nature.
Ooh. And like that, we're going to start. All right, then, cool. Character can be faked, but images can't. So why do you feel like people find it so hard to be their authentic self out here, my boy?
Because in this day and age that we're living in, people want to portray an image to get viewed and seen a certain way by other people. So people are living to impress other people and to live for other people, because you're not living your real self.
You're not, bro. There's so many people that ain't, and it's so frustrating.
Facts.
Like, be yourself, man.
But it's not as easy as that, because to be yourself, you have to face yourself.
Yeah.
And not many people really want to face who they really are.
Ooh.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? They rather portray something that they're not and act
you.
like something that they're not. But when you really work on yourself, you go in and you have to have life experience.
You
know, real life dark
you do,
experience will make you be yourself.
Most definitely.
You get what I'm trying to say to you? So the more people start to work on themselves, the more they'll be themselves. But until such time, they're just going to be like every John, Dick and Harry, really.
For real, but what makes you feel like, what's the fear behind, what would you say you think the fear is behind people scared to be their genuine self?
Everyone's scared of themselves. Everyone is scared of themselves because
scared of what they can do or scared of what they can't do? Or both?
Scared to face themselves. So, for example, I look at myself like I got my higher self and my lower self, which for some people will be the God and the devil. So my higher self is what speaks pureness to me, righteousness. Yeah. And then the lower self is like the desires, you know, trying to get me to do certain things, lust of women. And you say, look on that girl there with the body. And that's the lower self.
For real.
People operate in the lower, but to face the higher, people don't want to do it. For example, for fasting, like you're fasting right now as Muslims, you're going to do your fasting, whereas other people, they might know they need to fast, but they won't want to face the fast.
Yeah, for real.
So they're going to rather hide from the fast.
You broke that down
and not do it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Or act like they're doing it around other people.
But then when they get home or wherever they are, they're having an indulgence. Biscuits and chocolate and sweet.
For real.
Go on in with things.
For real. I like the way.
But I'm not saying it's easy though as well. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not saying it's an easy thing to face yourself, because for me personally, it wasn't easy, but I would never go back on what I did do, because it's brought me to where I am today. And I know myself inside out, and I'm still learning every day. I'm a teacher to people, but I'm still a pupil at the same time. Oof. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's how it is.
Now you can understand why I got this guy in there. Nothing but authenticity coming from the boy in general. Don't play with him. All right, then cool. Now you brought up religion. Yeah. Are you religious? Like, what is your religion? Because you mentioned fasting, but I don't know if you're Muslim. Yeah. You got dreads. You could be a Rasta. I don't know what's going on. Let me know.
Religion. You know what? Everyone asks me this because I've been deep in religion, Christianity, and I've been deep in Islam. Yeah. Religion means to bind again, so I'm not religious. I'm just self. Okay. And that is me. Like I said, higher self and my lower self. I was deep in Christianity growing up, grew up Christian. And, that was just more like put on me, like, because black people, a lot of us, like, we're just grown in church. Sometimes you go to church on a Sunday. Yeah, for real. And that kind of, it's just a normality. But for me, I was like, I don't really resonate with this thing. It's just been put upon me. So in secondary school, I was just like, believing in God, but I didn't have a religion. Yeah. Then, doing what I was doing, negative stuff and whatever, I found Islam. Yeah. And that changed me. Islam was a religion that really, the discipline, the brotherhood, the togetherness, it really had a nice essence about it. I'm not going to lie. And like I said, when you wake up and you do your prayers and you live the actual, the sunnah of Islam, like part step. Not saying I was perfect, but when it comes to prayers, I didn't miss one day prayer for 4 years. So I was praying 5 times a day for 4 years. I could have done more knowledgeable stuff, definitely, but I still was in lessons, learning stuff, and that definitely benefited me. Definitely benefited me as well. But then I come to an even deeper realization within myself. I know we're all different, but within myself, it was like, I want to know who I am. Yeah. Religion was guiding me to be like Jesus, and be like, and looking at this in a physical element, but I look at religion in a metaphysical. So I break down the sciences of the religion. For example, it says like Christ consciousness. I want to be like Christ. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And image him. I'm not against that. I'm with that, but as in the stories and stuff like that, I don't get too physical with them. All right, cool. I'm more metaphysical with them. That's where my stance is.
All right, cool. All
right,
all right, cool. Inshallah, you can come back to Islam, though, family. But I get it. Everyone's on their own journey. As a Muslim, we are taught we are not here to judge, We are simply here to, what's the word I'm looking for?
What would you say makes you be a Muslim?
What makes me be a Muslim?
Yeah.
What makes me be a Muslim is the fact that I've took my shahada, and in my shahada, I declared that Allah is the one and only creator, and that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was his last messenger. Like he said, I'm not doing the most when it comes to knowledgeable things. Like I'm trying to learn,
of course.
It's a hard religion to take in.
There's so much to it. There's so much to it. There's so much
by steps. So I'm doing everything that I can within myself to do, and obviously, inshallah, I can do more. Like I pray my sunnah prayers. I go to masjid. I haven't missed a Jummah in a year. I give as much to charity as I can. I try to help people as much as I can, not too much, because you don't want to give someone too much of yourself, because that's when you start to lose yourself, But when it comes to religion, I stand on it fully, and what's the word I'm looking for? It's definitely made me a better person.
Definitely, I think
obedience, and it's gave me
100%.
discipline, and it showed me that Allah is real, because He saved me from a place that I couldn't save myself from. So that's why I'm so on Islam.
I get that still, and I see people do have their stories of how Allah brought them out of a situation, or Jesus. People say Jesus, but it's like, is it actually Allah or is it yourself? Is the thing that I'm actually asking people from a genuine... Because if Christians say it's Jesus and Muslims say it's Allah, and then a Sikh person said it was Guru Nanak, who's lying? Because someone has to be lying.
I wouldn't say people are lying. I would say that people are confused, though. Because remember, the books came down from above. It was the Jewish people first, then it was the Christians, then it was the Muslims. Obviously, we know what happened with the Jews and we know what happened with the Christians. Their books got rewritten, Islam, the Quran hasn't been rewritten. So therefore, to me, that signifies this is the truth. Because for you to believe that All right then, cool. Certain things that, all right then, Jewish people, they believe in tax. Christianic people or Christians believe in it's all right to drink and it's all right to do these things. But if Islam's saying, yo, you can't have tax on people, that's haram. I mean, you can't put tax on things, that's haram. You can't drink or abuse yourself, that's ruining the body, that's haram. Evidently, I feel like this
Don't
must
you
be
already
the
know
truth.
that within yourself, though?
Yes and no, though, because
Go on.
obviously when it comes to indulging in, all right, then cool, I used to smoke weed. I used to love smoking weed. If I never really and truly got on my deen, I would have felt like me smoking weed was a minor, you know, because it's only weed, you know, it's not doing nothing, it's from the earth, you know, but really and truly, no, weed is very, very, very destructive for your mind, and not only for your mind, for your body, you know, and if you die in a state of intoxicant, then you only go into one place, unfortunately, no matter how much good you've done in the earth. So yeah, this is what Islam done for me. It made me realize a lot of things, and it puts stuff into perspective in the way that a man like me needs it. You know, I need explanation.
Yeah, some people. No, I do genuinely think that some people need religion. I genuinely do think that I needed it at that stage I was at in my life. But for me, I don't need something telling me that I shouldn't look at a woman. Yeah. I already know that from my conscious self. I don't need something telling me that even fasting, I know when I need to fast because my body communicates with me more than anything. So I fast when my body tells me to, when I'm ready to. Yeah. So I like to when I said higher self, I don't mean like no small. I like to operate at high standards. So for me, a lot of people say, "Oh, you're like a Muslim," and I'm saying that's because I know that within myself and how to live naturally. But because we come so far away from self and we're going to exterior things, we're kind of losing ourselves. But everyone's different and got their different beliefs and whatnot. Because the word belief spells lie in it. I don't believe in nothing because belief has light in it. When you believe in something, you look at the Google meaning of it, you're believing in something you don't know. Yeah. Whereas I actually know thyself, which is me. And that's all I know. I don't know you. You don't know me. I just know myself.
But
and that's
actually are all strangers to each other.
Facts.
But you know what it is as well? All right, then cool. That thing about you said believe.
Yeah.
All right, then cool. Muslims believe that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, you see, our generation right now, we are the best of the believers. And the reason why we're the best of the believers, because the other generations before us, they had proof and they had knowledge and they had, what's the word I'm looking for, signs that Allah was real, and still decided to turn their back on him. We haven't had no signs apart from the Quran, you know. We haven't had no signs apart from, obviously, the imams and the sheikhs speaking their stuff. So the fact that we haven't had no signs and we are still willing to believe in something that we have no proof in, like you said, proves that obviously we are the best of the believers at this present moment in time. Because what's belief? Belief is faith. Without faith, there's no belief. So yeah, it's all, like you said, it all depends on
how people look at stuff. I think it's how different people look at stuff, and different people's brains work differently. And some people have been chosen for Islam, some people Christianity, some people for higher self, and everyone's just got to play their role in life. You get me? But I don't like to create hatred or because that's not what my higher self tells me to do, or judgment either. So I just let everyone be who they want to be and just let life flow that way still. But if someone does come to me, like Muslims do come to me, or my old Muslim brothers will come and try and say I have to make man know, yo, I will, and I'll bring stuff to man, and man are like, okay, I'm gonna do some knowledge and come check you back. I say, cool, that's good, do that, and come, and we can have a reason.
But debating, that's what's beautiful, because we're both educating each other.
Definitely.
We're trying to
nah, not at all. Why would I want to do that when you're a brother of mine, really and truly? That wouldn't make sense for me to do that. I wouldn't take this path if I was doing that still.
I feel All right, say no more. All right, cool. Say no more. Let's take a little step back. Yeah, baby on the way.
Baby on the way, man. Daughter on the way.
First child.
Daughter
as well.
Daughter.
Alhamdulillah, I don't play with it.
You got kids?
I got 2.
Daughter.
Little girl, little boy.
What's it like?
All right, then cool. I'll break it down quickly. My kids were born when I was in jail. So I never got to see them be born. Obviously, I'm going through a situation now with social services. You know, for some reason, when you come out of jail, social services want to be all up in your business, want to be all up in your life. Even though that they know I'm not a harm to my kids, I'm still going through the procedure of trying to see my kids. I've only seen them how many times? I've only seen them 3 times since I've been out. And it's not like I'm not trying, but it's like, brother, like, I need permission to see my own kids. you know. So
that's the system that we're living in.
Going on behind closed door as to why I can't see my kids, and I miss them. Lord knows I miss them, but I pray for them every day, and inshallah they're doing all right. But being a father is beautiful, I would say, man. Being a father is beautiful, fam, and it's definitely a thing that a man should aim to want to become, because we're gonna be able to help shape the new generation's mind. If you know what I'm saying?
How do you feel then, like not seeing your children, and how would you say that affects you on a day-to-day basis?
It affects me in the way that it just makes me more determined to do what I'm doing now, so that when I do be able to be around them, I can provide for them, I can teach them, and I can also nurture them, you know, because it's all good being able to speak to them on the phone whenever I'm allowed to speak to them on the phone, you know. But other than that, I can't afford to focus on it, Jenna. Because if I focus on it, and then I'm gonna become a person that I've left behind.
Yeah, you can only do what you can. Yeah. That's what I was wanting to hear what you'd say to that response, but I really respect what you said still. You're basically saying you can only do what you can.
Yeah.
And you're just letting it just lie in the hands of whoever. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And you can do what you can, as long as you know in your heart how you're moving and what your intention is. That is it, bro. That is it.
So what then? Hospitals. Are we going through that type of birth? Water birth? How are we doing this?
We're having a home birth, home water birth still in the pool. We're going to have a home water birth, and we're just going to learn, and we're going to step into the unknown. Because
so does this mean you're going to deliver the baby, or someone else going to deliver the baby?
Nah, me.
Don't play with Jenna, you know.
I'm taking up the role because, like I said, this is what the higher...
Where did this come from? Let me know, like, what made you decide I ain't having none of them hospital people around my child? What? We ain't having no injections, obviously. I'm cutting the umbilical cord. I'm going to be the one to deliver. Let me know. Let me know.
There's no cutting the umbilical cord either.
Oh,
this is what I'm trying to say.
Break this down. Yeah. Break this down.
You see, this is to do with life as well. You see what we're saying about the higher self is there's a lot of myths out there. So, example, going to the hospital to deliver a child and the way the woman lies on the bed. But back in the day, ancestral times, that wasn't a thing. But in this new day and age, we think things are normal, like cutting the umbilical cord, but the blood's still running through to the child. That child gets its nutrients from that. It's not supposed to be cut straight away. That's not what. So I won't be operating in that way. Just because the whole world does something doesn't mean that I'm going to take follow. I agree. I'm going to do what aligns with higher self. So if higher self says a word to me, I'm there in an instant. If lower self chats to me, I just move to that and ease that off. Because a lot of the time, when I was out and about and whatever, I'm angry at a next man, or I'm trying to feel like I want to show that I'm on the thing, or I'll fist a man in his face. But really, I'm angry at myself.
Yeah.
Because why are you even doing that? Why are you even in them realms? Why are you even up on that?
You need to prove yourself.
To who? Yeah. To who? For what as well? Because when you check it, you know, who's doing what for what? My brethren are in jail right now. Yeah. And who's providing for them? It's the easy juice, man. And all your brethren that are on things don't give you a dime.
Hey! Preach!
Nah, man, it's not. It's preaching. It's all fake, man. It's
preaching.
Fake.
It's fake,
I've seen it as well. I've seen it too much, man. I've seen that too much. Too much.
How did your girlfriend feel about this? Was she really? Obviously, she ain't got no choice.
She's dark. She's dark. Really? If she's with me, she's gonna be dark. She's just as dark as me. She's more probably darker in that round with me. Remember, she carries the baby. Yeah. So she really feels into it and does what aligns with her. And like I said, obviously it's risk, but at the same time, this is what this path's about.
It's true.
It's like that. It's not just easy going. If it was easy going, everyone would do it. Everyone would have a home birth. It is scary. It is fearful. You have to embrace that fear. Yeah. Man, I have had dreams about it. Yeah. Man has had sleepless nights. Man's been in certain places. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've eased off my Instagram. Right now, it's reality going on. Yeah. And I've got to be in the right version of myself in real life. Social media, that comes next. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah. It's deeper. It's deeper.
I feel Jenna, trust. All right, then cool. Obviously, you're a man who comes across as quite spiritual, you know. So, can you explain to the people how you made it out of one of your darkest times? Because I see you as a man that's full of light, and for the people that don't know what light means, to me, light means truth, you know, authentic truth. So, yeah, if you don't mind.
That's why it's deep, you know. Even the words he's using, you know, he sees me as light because I stepped into the dark, and you can't get light without going into the dark.
You know.
So that's what...
Don't let this go over your head.
Man had to embrace the darkness within myself. And you get me? It's all the trauma, all the things that man's been through and the fasting. Yeah. Like I said, when I was fasting, I'll claim man had demons. The lifestyle I was living, what I was upon, the foods I'm eating.
Let them know. Just a little piece, break it down a little piece for them.
Just like,
Trapping.
Not yeah, like, yeah, and I don't even want to talk about because everyone comes on podcasts and say, I was on the road doing this. I don't need, I'm not on none of that. Man was a prankster. I was a prankster, and that was not me, and that's not supposed to be me. I don't want to kill no one. And I was still going in the ride and doing certain things. Then I didn't want to do that within myself. I'm pretending. So reality is, I had to face that part of myself and let go. And when I first started my Instagram, man are laughing at my videos. Man are thinking, yo, my man's gone mad. Yes. My man's got mental health. But you see, when certain man started rating my thing in jail, or even like KB started rating my thing, or next, I seen bare man start, general juice and video me. I remember you when before this, and you weren't like that. You weren't moving like that. But it's all, that's what I'm saying. It's all imagery. Yeah. If a next man gets with it, then you're gonna get with it. You get what I'm trying to say? Man might see you get a juice and now off me, and think, you know what?
Mukhtar's drinking juice.
I'm gonna get on a thing like that as well. And it's just I can't deal with the facade thing, so I just stay in my lane. Yeah. And whoever comes in my lane, as long as they respect me, it's all love and manners. That's all it's ever gonna be.
My brother, My brother,
Serious.
All right, cool. Can faith and doubt coexist?
Tough question. When you say that, what specifically do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Give me an example.
All right, then. Can faith and doubt coexist? Can you think that you can get to the top of your profession or industry or anything that you're trying to achieve with doubt in your mind?
No. I might have doubts to start, but the doubt will have to go for me to get to where I get to. Like when I start doing my fast and I said I'm doing 100 pays on liquid. Before I started that, I knew I was finishing it. The only way I wasn't finishing it, if I had to hospital bed and I'm out of it. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
But so there's nothing that's stopping you.
No, there's nothing
from achieving your target.
No way. There's no way. Otherwise, like, I'm not an optimal man. I have to be optimal in this life. Like, I have to be. I'm here for a short time, not a long time, and I know what I want. Get me? That's real. Nah, serious.
Was your father around?
Yeah, my dad's been in my life.
Has he been in your life?
He's been a big influence as to why I'm disciplined the way I am. Because from young, he's just been, I'd say, militant. You get me? And he's not been emotionally available. So a lot of my trauma has stemmed from my dad not being emotionally available. But he's come with that masculinity that I needed to stand on my own twos and build up your own thing. You get what I'm trying to, and not follow man. Because my dad used to say to me, I didn't know my dad even done road. He hid that from me. A lot of people want to be like their dads. My dad told me he's a garage man. My dad he was living a whole double life to what I knew of him until he found out 15 at Farmer Rambo. My mum called him. And then he gave me an old schooling on certain things. I said, you know about that? And then it's come to an old degree. So cool. I respect my dad highly, man. Especially for hiding stuff. I've never seen my dad smoke. He used to smoke weed and weed. I never knew. He used to drink. He never drink in front of us. If he does that, it's behind the scenes. And now he's not on none of that.
So he conceals his sins.
100. And I respect that highly, man.
What was I going to say to you? What did he teach you as a black man growing up in the UK?
As a black man growing up in the UK? It's hard, and the woman's always right. He always used to say to me from young, the woman's always right, and never argue with your kids in front of the woman. He said never argue with your kids in front of the woman because it only affects the kids.
100%.
You get me?
100%. The only reason why I asked this question is because, obviously, man's got a dad, but I never got to grow up with my dad. That ended from early. But sometimes I think, you know how you grow up and you get your emotions from your mom, like your dad wasn't there, Obviously, my situation is different because my mom went through a whole little different type of saga with my dad. But a lot of men, I should say, still blame the fact that because their father wasn't there, is why they became who they became or turned out how they turned out. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I feel like when you get to a certain age,
responsibility, accountability, 100%.
And when you get your own kids, you sometimes have to realize, maybe your dad wasn't a bad guy,
Yeah, you start to see stuff. I've grown up and seen stuff.
Yeah.
Your mum, my mum used to say certain things. Your dad was that. But growing up, I'm like, rah. Now I've got a woman. Now I'm saying, rah, it's not easy.
Yes.
You get what I'm trying to say? We're struggling in life as well.
100%. And I feel like, is the fact that, could the fact that my dad weren't around for me, how I possibly wanted him around when I was younger, hindrance or a blessing, because him being around probably would have made me become someone that I didn't want to become, you know, in the sense of, like you said, when you're young, all you want to do is become your dad. You want to follow your dad. He probably going to force you to become and live a certain path because he made mistakes in his life that he don't want you to make.
Yeah.
Or the fact that he wasn't around, you got to make your own mistakes. You got to realize what you needed to realize. And now you became the man who you was meant to become of your own actions.
I think everything's polarity in life.
Yeah.
So you got two sides to everything. So your dad not being around, there'll be things that you lacked on, but then him also not being around, there'll be things that made you step up and step forward. And so there's both sides to everything. You get what I'm trying to say?
I feel you, my boy.
You've stepped forward and you're doing certain things now, got your poddy running and you're going on with your thing and you switched over. So look at that within itself with no dad. Yeah. And you've done that off your own back. You get what I'm trying to say? Whereas me with my dad, like I said, he's been there, but he's going through his own mental health. Yeah. He's got certain issues and he comes forth with that to me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And puts that onto me, whereas you won't have that. Yeah. So you've just got you, but I've got my dad doing that. And because he's been in my life and I love him, I'm allowing him to put stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what I'm saying. It's the polarity to the thing, man.
I feel you. All right, then, cool. Emotions. Being seen as a weakness. What are your views on that?
Emotion being seen.
Should a man be emotional? Or should a man hide his emotions?
I don't think it's about a man being emotional. I think it's about finding the balance. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Right, cool.
Finding the balance of being emotionally intelligent. Like, if a man needs to cry. You get what I'm trying to say? Like,
but bare man won't cry because they'll see it as a weakness.
Yeah.
I don't see that as a weakness.
No, it's not a weakness at all, because crying's an emotion. It's real. Yeah. So it's not no weakness. It's just what's real.
And it's a form of purification as well.
100%. Anything natural is good for you, really. Crying is actually good to release the emotion, whereas it's more weakness, storing it up in your body, because you're going to stress out your body, and stress can cause disease. So how far do we want to run with this? Do you get what I'm trying to say? 100%. Some people just want to touch surface, but when we get into the depths, you're affecting yourself. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Man, when I said to you from the start, people are afraid of themselves.
Yeah, for real.
That's
for
what
real.
it goes back to. For real. That's what it goes back to.
For real. All right, then, cool. Let's get on your more wave now, the healthy thing, you know? You're always talking about electric foods. Explain the difference between electric foods and non-electric foods. Like, I don't even know if you call them non-electric foods, but static foods. Let me know. Let the people them know, man. This is his wave now, you know, the health thing.
This is what really put me into a different dimension of life, the health thing, because that's what I live on a day to day. So, for example, we are electric beings. You know, we are made of electric ourselves. As you know, cells are electric. So I'm going to eat and drink what supports my cells. And that is as simple as it goes. So I don't want to eat something with dead energy. For example, when we go to the shop, we buy water. Yeah. It says still. Water can't be still. Because water's supposed to be electric. Water always flows. As you know, the ocean, it moves, it don't stop. Nature moves how it moves. And that's how we always on the move. So when I'm having my watermelon juice, that's hydrating my cells. It's like 90 to 95% water hydration, but it's not normal water. It's H3O2 electrolyte water for my cells. Okay. So
do they sell this in the shop, or did you have to buy this online, or?
You can buy this online off my website, but cool. I'm not really on my business right now. Like I said, I'm baby on the way, focused on myself. But in the background, you know, we got the running at the same time. Soon come. Not gonna talk too much, but trust me, when you see it, it's real deal. Blows not steel car. We're building coming with an old different place. You know.
Alright, cool.
What we're coming with for the people. When you come into my place, you're just gonna feel like the essence in there. Oh my, it's different. Yeah. So when you come down, you're gonna know.
I believe
we got a big project coming. We got a big project coming. Let's just say it like that.
Alright, cool. Yeah, the difference between electric and static foods then.
So for example,
give us a few examples.
For example, grapes electric, watermelon electric. For example, burro bananas. So burro banana is a banana that's seeded. It grows naturally from nature. Yeah. Whereas a Cavendish banana with no seed in it, that's flat. I am a
Cavendish banana, sorry. Supermarket banana.
Yeah, like a supermarket one, because they don't sell the one that grows on a tree in yard or Africa. If you go, I've been back to yard and people that will tell you in Africa, seeds in our bananas, but when you go to no seeds in a banana.
I've never
it
seen
does not. It does not make no sense. Everything bears a seed. It even says in the Bible, Quran, whatever you want to be. That's what I said. I could talk to people, whatever their level they're at, I'll speak to them at that level.
Yeah.
Christians, it says every fruit shall bear a seed. So if that's the case, then everything should have a seed. So if we're eating seedless things, these things are also making us seedless. Yeah. So in men nowadays, you've seen there's seedless. It's deeper. Right, that's what I'm saying. Electric foods are key. Coconut jelly, that is also electric water. Whereas, for example, tap water, that's flat.
All right, cool.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
All right, cool. So basically, electric foods are foods with seeds in.
Pure foods, natural foods that come from the earth. Yeah. That is as simple as it is.
That's the only food you should be eating.
Simple as.
Simple. And if you're in doubt, then you know what to do. Even though it's taking a bit of time away from it right now, go on the man's website. How you mean? He'll break down everything. But like I said, when you follow him on his gram after this episode, inshallah, you'll see what needs to happen and you'll do what needs to be done. You know? All right, then cool. What's your definition of a boss?
A boss?
Yeah.
I like that question still. Definition of a boss. Someone who stands up in their power and knows how to run a project.
All right, cool.
So someone who stands up and they got discipline. They cover all different areas of life.
Yeah.
And they can, I don't want to use the word run people, but they can organize people together and have an operation running. So you can be a boss in so many different ways in life. Yeah. So many different ways.
I agree.
That's what I think still.
My definition of a boss. Someone who lost it all, got betrayed, went broke, had every situation and every reason to commit suicide, but still found the strength to wake up every single day and pursue that thing that was in the back of his mind until he actually got it achieved or is in the process of getting it achieved. And also never let the world turn him bitter. You know, always kept a smile on his face. Certainly. Before we bounce, though, I just want to say this. The people are screaming for the restaurant, man, Jenna. When's the restaurant coming? Because I'm seeing
now he's going to drop it. Oh. So he's going to go and talk up the things on the camera. But now he's talked up the thing on the camera. Let's talk up the things.
I didn't even know.
Let's talk up the things. Like I said, the project I was talking about is the shop. Right now, I'm in the process of doing it. Right now, the workmen are in there painting and everything can run. So the shop soon come.
I could feel it.
The shop soon come. Within the next month or so, you're going to have an announcement and come down to the place. I've been putting in years of work, you know. I put my all into this, you know, to build this up. And it means everything to me. I started and said, I want to have a shop. And when I started, I had no labels on bottles. I was working for the Caucasian man telling me, you're not coming. You know what happened? He was telling me, you're not gonna be praying when you're at work, because I was a Muslim. He said, you're not gonna be praying when you're at work. You're not gonna. I said, you know what? I can't come to work and do my thing. Ease off, I'm gone. And I just handed in my thing and I'm gone. And from that day, I put labels on my bottles. Right, cool. So you see in life, anytime someone wants to have power over you, don't make them deny your power. Because look at that. I put labels on my bottle that day and now I'm opening up a shop. And if I can do that, you know, then why can't you?
Listen to him.
That's as simple as. I'm not saying don't take hard work, because it's blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, you know.
Tell them.
It's blood, sweat, and tears. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But that's all a part of the journey. My journey, anyway. My journey has to be authentic, and that's why I'm only getting a shop now. I know enough people in the health game got shops and stuff like that, but I've had to do fasting.
Them, no,
I can't watch that. You know. I can't watch that. I have to be grateful.
Yeah.
Because I'm only ready for the shop when it aligns, when it's now. I wasn't ready before, but I'm ready now, and that's why it's in alignment, and we're going in with things. So the crumble are run, the chickpea curry are run, we're going to have wild rice, quinoa, porridge patty, what you mean? And it's all clean. And you know, say we stay mean as well.
And you know, say we stay mean. You know what's mad as well? The food looks emotionally electrifying, elegant. Definitely.
Now the food's going in, man. It's shocking how many people that don't eat that food, but when they eat it, like, bro, I could actually eat this more often. And I just say to them, don't need to buy it after. That's the thing. It's not about bringing in sales, you know. It's about, even if you have it once a strong. I don't use the word weak, so I'm saying once a strong. You say, you know what? I'm gonna have a plant-based food. I don't need to eat meat every day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have no sugar for a month. Just give yourself a few testers, because, like I said, nature doesn't provide sugar naturally. Sugar's not good for us, as we all know.
Yeah.
So why are we taking it then? Why are we eating toxic food? Why are we eating so much oils and fats and this? We don't need to do that. With simplicity we use to survive.
And on that, we go, man. All right, my brother. Yeah.
Big up Mukta every time as well. You know,
play with us.
It's big dealings that we're running. And as a brother, serious carbonated being is running things right now. Is going on with things. So support the thing as well. Make sure. Because it's about brothers supporting brothers, you know. Trust me. It's not about wording on a man or talking on a man. Support the thing. And if you're not supporting the thing, then just ease off.
You know.
Ease off.
Really outside at the end of the day.
Naturally.
Can't stop me, slow me down. What? Been through way too much. Like, my boy Jenna also made it through the dark, so there ain't nothing scaring me.
Naturally.
See you when I see you, people. See you when I see you. Yeah.
Naturally.